Hi, and thanks for watching another video here from the Bad Back Gardener. It's now coming to the end of another summer. We are in September. We have the ugliness of the gardens here. That's the late summer. Everything's dying off and quit producing, or it's just overgrown in the beds. And we still got flowers and stuff. It still looks pretty in some areas, but I'm still getting some stuff from the garden. We're going to do a little tour here. I'm going to show you what we got going on. It's been a summer here of not too many projects, unfortunately. Just haven't had time. I've been busy doing other things, and so I haven't been filming near as much as I like to. But hopefully that changes and I can get some more projects and stuff done around here soon. But just haven't been filming a whole lot, unfortunately. But today's video, we're just going to do a short tour here of the grounds and show you what's going on here at late summer. I missed August completely, but trying to get something to show you here in September. And the ugliness, like I said, of the fall is starting to kick in as far as the summer plants go. But then you get the fall colors are nice, but then the winter, as you know, follows that, and I hate that. So we'll get to filming here, or we'll get to showing you what we got going on. Okay, we'll start here with the raised beds here. Like I said, everything is kind of looking ugly and dying off and overgrown, but down there I had some tomatoes. Still got some green ones coming on, very few. Most of what is there is no good. We got a ton of rain this year at one point that just wiped out my tomatoes. I lost bushels and bushels of tomatoes just that went bad because of the rain and splitting and rotting. And it was just like a 2-week period where we just got rain all over the place. It was nice. You didn't have to water or anything, but it wasn't good for the tomatoes that were producing good up until that point. So and then this bed really didn't have nothing in it. I had some stray tomatoes come up on their own. I let them go, but they really haven't produced a whole lot. And then next to it is one thing that really did produce. I mean, we got a lot of tomatoes, don't get me wrong. Got a lot of tomatoes here in the garden this year, but that was more earlier. I haven't gotten have not gotten a whole lot lately. But this is the beans. I had 4 different kinds of beans here to grow. They're all pole beans, but and they produced tremendously. They've slowed down. I'm still getting a few beans here and there, but they've slowed down. Some of they got beans hanging on them that I didn't get to pick that just got too big, that are not very good to eat anymore. But so got a lot of beans. So that grew good this year. Like I said, I'm still getting a few out of it, but not as many. Next to it, we have the basil here that is flowering now. But we've harvested some basil. These were the early tomatoes here along this row here. These are the ones that I had started very early in the spring, and they still got green tomatoes on them, so they're still producing, but they've really slowed down to where I'm just getting handfuls of tomatoes instead of buckets of tomatoes. So in this bed here, I have restarted some lettuce, some onions, and some cilantro, and then I've also started some peas. I don't know, the peas are coming up. Yep. So I'm going to get some here this fall. I'm going to get some peas growing up on this side here, coming up. And I'll also get some stray tomatoes from years prior that still come up in the tomatoes. I'm out. I'm done. Here's some beets. The beets have grown good. We've had some beets, and they need harvested and eaten some more of. That there was some cucumbers, that was my second bed of cucumbers. There might be a cucumber or two still growing in there, but not much of anything. Another row of tomatoes. Again, they're producing a few, not very much in the way of tomatoes. And down here, go down here, and this is potatoes. Now, what's growing right now is mainly just weeds in there. The potatoes are pretty much died off, so they can probably be dug up but they're not too much in the way of potatoes. And this is potato here, so I mean you're still getting some growth with the potatoes. It's definitely weed there. And then that was a bed of tomatoes there. Again, still getting odds and ends of tomatoes, but not a whole lot. This first part here is hot peppers, and it's got a ton of peppers on it, and the peppers have done really good. They've been producing like crazy, and they're still producing like crazy. So that's one of my end of season producers, is usually the peppers. Down in the next bed is a lot of weeds, but the potatoes have died off. They need dug up in that bed. And then in this bed here, this is all peppers. And up front here, it might be some hot peppers, but then the rest of it's all sweet peppers. And been getting a lot of big red peppers and eating them. And they've been good, making some stuffed peppers and stuff. These are the cucamelons still, if you remember seeing those cucamelons. But they're still producing, actually, even as we go there, they're still producing. And in this bed here, I didn't plant nothing in this fresh bed, but the second bed is sweet peppers, bell peppers, and some grilling peppers. They're producing. That up there was my cucumbers from the first batch of cucumbers I did, and they're long since stopped producing, with some flowers on the end there. And we'll go take an ugly walk over here, and we'll look down at as you can see, I got pumpkins down through the pumpkin and melon patch. I got one or two melons yet to pick here, but most of what you see is just stuff that's rotted in place that I didn't get to, or something else got to, or something. But I got a fair amount of melons. They haven't been as tasty this year, I didn't think, as what they've been in the past. I don't know if it was too much rain that diluted the taste or what, but it just wasn't a good year for melons, I didn't think, taste-wise. So I need to pick my pumpkins here and put them around the house. Some of them are still a little bit green yet, so I'm going to leave them go yet for a while, but got some orange ones down there. So that's it for the ugliness of the raised beds. I'll take you and show you some of the flowers we got going on through the homestead here, but the raised beds are coming to a halt here on what they're producing. I've had this area this year. I got some pots going here with some flowers, but it's kind of been overtaken by cilantro. As you can see, cilantro coming up. I've had some flowers coming that have dropped from seeds from years past. I've had some flowers come up on the ground growing, which isn't bad. And I've had one of the vines I planted in one of my hanging baskets reach the ground, and over the past few years it's been multiplying. So it's the vine has definitely taken over this area. Okay, up front here, the grasses and the coneflowers and yuccas and stuff have kind of taken over, gotten kind of out of control here, as they do in late season. The coneflowers are looking pretty sad now, going to seed on everything, and the grasses are spreading out here with the weather and stuff. They're just getting big and falling over. We still got some zebra mallows growing up front here, but as you can see, the grasses have gone pretty crazy here. We do have some mums that are coming up that I've grown from years past. Got a red one down there, white one here, yellow one. It didn't come up real good, but it did survive. I'm not sure what color this one is yet. Then this one's out in full bloom here, really big. As you can see, the rest of the grasses and stuff have gone kind of crazy. And then up here by the garage, I got some flowers that came up on their own that I left go. They're growing good. Actually getting a lot of those this year. Flowers that come up on their own are doing better than some of the flowers that I have planted. So I got a basket going in there. This is, if you've seen my video, this is the potatoes that I planted in the garbage can. If you didn't see that video, look for it and go watch it. But they're doing really good, so I'm expecting that hopefully I should have a pretty good barrel full of potatoes there, hopefully. And another pot of flowers and some canna lilies. Then up here, this is the patio area where most of the flowers and stuff are. Got some pots, got some zinnias coming up, the profusion zinnias are coming up. Have been growing good, the yellow stuff, and then got some more canna lilies, as you can see down there. This is where I'm keeping all my tropical plants and stuff too. Got a lot of canna lilies, got some bird of paradise up here and down there, some bigger bird of paradise. Some banana plants, they're doing good. All my tropicals are doing pretty good. And got some elephant ears and some of my palms and stuff that I keep inside during the winter time are doing good, but that's pretty much it for the tour. Stuff's growing, but unfortunately it's coming to that time of year. Our growing season is coming to a close, which kind of stinks. I do not like it. So that's it for this video tour, late summer tour of the gardens. Thanks for watching. Catch up with me on Facebook. You can also email me at bbgardner@zoominternet.net. And as always, if your back ain't hurting, you ain't working.